Welcome, everyone, to your Stardom 5-Star Grand Prix 2023 Day 6 live reactions. Today, we are going to be live reacting to the August 6th Hamamatsu show, August 6th, 2023 Hamamatsu show, which I just realized I need to add a space there. That wasn't there. So I had to make sure I got that right. And this is an 8-match card, so I don't want to waste any time. First match, we've got Mafia Bella versus Rina and Momo Watanabe. Very interesting Oedo Tai team here, so let's just get right on into it. John, you're at 15 seconds and ready to go, I presume, on this match?
Yes, I am, sir. Count us down.
3, 2, 1, go.
Interesting opportunity for Rena and Momo here. And can I just say, this tag match is drenched with championship gold. Julia, the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, which we can confirm, having seen Stardom X Stardom Live, that is still the case. She retained the title against you via submission. But also 1/3 of the Artist Champs alongside Tekla, who's, the other third of the Artist Champs, and Sakurai isn't on these shows, who is the final third of the Artist Champs. But meanwhile, Rina and Momo, Rina's the future Stardom champion. Will that still be the case come August 18th at New Blood 10? That remains to be seen. But Waka's going to make sure that that won't be the case. We'll have to see what Rina says about it. So what do we think, Bud? Mafia Bella, you think they got this? I mean, I would say
I
so,
would
right?
say
Given
so
that
for
Rina.
sure.
Yeah.
Also, probably worth mentioning that even though Rina is the future of Stardom champion, neither member of Mafia Bella is eligible for that title.
Yes.
So, no real no real reason for us to be excited about either one of them pinning Rina, even though that's probably exactly what's going to happen.
Yes. Abel has joined us. He says, as we get into this commentary, it is important to hit the like button to show your support to Twitwell for bringing you the best Stardom coverage on YouTube. Abel, you're a gem.
Thank you so much, Abel. You're wonderful, as
You're
always.
you're a gem. You're a peach. You're everything beautiful that's ever existed under the sun until the end of time itself. As Julia now making her way to the ring. Julia wakes up every day, greets that very same sun that couldn't even compare to Abel's existence, and says, "You know what's really interesting? Me." And lives her life by that same principle. She's nothing if not consistent.
I feel like Julia wakes up every day and looks in the mirror and just says, do I want to look completely different today than I've looked for the last few months? And it's a legit coin flip every time.
Yes.
Abel in chat says, I'm a peach. I hope Bowser sings a song about me.
That movie was pretty great. One of the better outings for Illumination. I don't think Illumination has yet to have a movie that really transcends itself the way that Disney has. Or even DreamWorks.
Yo, I was going to bring up DreamWorks. I'm glad you beat me to it. Remember when Pixar was its own separate thing before Disney owned them?
Yeah.
When did Disney buy Pixar? When did Disney buy Pixar? 2006.
Ew.
You're adorable. Ew. Why ew?
I don't know. Just the first thing that popped in my head, monopolies and all that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Fair, fair.
We're going to subsume you under us. In fact, we're going to subsume everything under us. Has Disney gotten into
Oh,
food products yet?
well, I mean, if you count the food that they serve at their park, maybe.
It's only a matter of time.
The first Pixar movie after the Disney acquisition was Cars.
Ew.
I know, right? It
But the
speaks
actual term this
volumes.
time. Wow. Way to tell on yourself that the fruit rotted off the fucking vine, you
They
marks.
got it right after that, though, because the next three were Ratatouille, Wally, and Up.
Oh, nice. Julia is going to start against a child that once took a tombstone. Belle.
That's so true. Wait. Okay, no, yeah, we're good. Just ask Kirby is what I was gonna say before I was confused.
Yeah. I'm glad the reference made you pop, though. I wasn't expecting that. We're both in a good mood, though.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a Greco-Roman here. Oh, actually, Tech was starting off, not Julia. I guess Julia felt like Rena would be better against somebody of a similar size.
You know, it's kind of wild that like the Disney Pixar, you know, monopoly got off to such a rocky start with Cars because man, have they been on fire lately. Just in the last like 6 years, 5.5 years, they've made Coco, Incredibles 2, Onward, Soul, Luca, Turning Red. They've had some really good shit lately.
Yeah.
I mean,
Coco,
Luca doesn't really hold up. I shouldn't have really listed that, but those other ones are all really good.
it doesn't hold up, but it's by no means a bad movie like I would say Cars is. Like, I just could not stand that, fucking premise or anything. But
You know, the
Coco,
funny thing too is that first Cars movie was actually pretty decent. It's the sequels that were trash.
yeah. But, it's funny. When you say Coco, that's exactly the kind of film I'm talking about when I say Illumination has yet to have a film like that yet.
Yes. Well, they don't really try to though. They're just like, let's make a movie that no one will dislike.
Why make art when we can make money?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Nice dropkick by Julia and Tekla. Gonna take her legs and strangle
Their
in this
goal
Ed.
their goal isn't to be loved. Their goal is to be universally not disliked.
Wow. A subtle difference, but a powerful one. Tekla shoots Rena off the ropes. Drop kick there by Tekla. We made a Kirby reference earlier. I do want to note that he is in the chat. Minions was art, good sir. I
I
feel like the
fucking love
circle is
Kirby,
complete.
man. He's hilarious.
I feel like the circle's completed itself, especially because when I think of a minion, I think of a sentient hunk of cheese. So, how you doing, Kirby, you beautiful bastard?
Oh my god, he really said Minions was art, good sir.
I love him. He's
Can we
everything good
keep him,
about me.
Dad?
He's everything good about memes distilled into a pure essence and given sentience. It's
Yeah, pretty
incredible.
much. Would you say that Coco is just your favorite Pixar movie ever?
Hmm, I don't know if I would go that far because I think that's for me because I was a fan of the Toy Story movies. That would either be like the first Toy Story or Up. But I will say,
Uh,
from a visual standpoint, Coco is fucking gorgeous. I think it's one of the best Pixar films visually, and the story's great too, no
right.
doubt. Oh,
I
Momo forearming face.
I liked Toy Story. Um, I think I probably loved it when I was a kid, but I just overwatched it to the point that I grew numb to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A Bug's Life was really good. I think like if I had to rank them right now, I'd probably rank A Bug's Life above Toy Story low key.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I don't know, Toy Story 2 I remember liking more than the first one.
Toy Story 2 was great because I feel like the introduction of Jessie, she was a great character. I liked her. The backstory was tragic and really confronted the reality of being a toy.
Yeah.
Um,
God,
Kirby,
when that fucking toy seller polished the brown paint over Andy, that fucking destroyed me.
yeah. However, that whole scene of Woody getting repaired, that's some art right there.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've seen that scene, but sometimes I'd like to go back and watch it. But Kirby said, ready for some grabs. Kirby, let me tell you something. If you put an E between the P and the S, that's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for some fucking grapes.
When was the last time you had some grapes?
God, maybe like last week, but it's never enough. You know that.
Wow, last week? You must be going through withdrawal, you poor boy.
I know, I know. It makes me want to attack someone. It makes me feral, but
I
I
believe you.
understand that
I am
that's
so
my
sorry that
problem.
you have to go through this. You don't
I
deserve it.
appreciate I appreciate the sympathy, but more importantly, I appreciate your face and the solidarity that inheres in said face. Oh, also Kirby, since you're a cinephile, I want to tell you I saw There Will Be Blood today, and it was fantastic.
Abel in chat said I have the urge to rewatch Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and not so much 4.
Well, 4 hasn't come out yet. Actually, no. Yes, yes, it has.
Yeah, 4
So
is the one with Forky in it.
that's right. 5 though is the one that they're planning. How the fuck are they gonna make a fifth movie?
Bro, it's an unending premise. Toys are alive. That's the premise. Anything can happen.
Okay, you know what? Fair, fair. As now Uranage there to Julia.
Uranage?
That's what it looked like to me, at least, partner. Double knee dive drop there.
Oh,
Reina
we
being
are
one of the
so not synchronized at all.
How the hell did that happen?
I have no clue.
I'm guessing you're ahead of me in this case.
Well, let's do a running timestamp. I'm at 10:24, 25,
Oh my god,
26.
I'm ahead of you actually. What the fuck? I'm gonna pause at 10:55. Okay.
Holy fuck. Yeah, okay.
How the hell did that fucking happen? Oh,
That's
Kirby seen
hilarious.
it. Kirby made a reference. Yes, Kirby. I knew I could count on you. God, I love you. It's a great fucking movie, man. It really is.
You said 10:55 is where you paused?
That's correct.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Poor old
Kirby,
Irina.
one of these days, I just need to get into a Discord call with you or something, and we need to do a movie marathon or something together. But I want you to pick the cinema. See, that's the twist. Like, what are
Kirby
you
Freeman
watching?
Cinema Night?
Yeah, that sounds fucking epic. And you need to wear a robe while we're doing it, and like a corncob pipe that you can blow bubbles out of, as you're like,
Bro,
I found
he's
the
an adult who partakes. Why would he blow bubbles out of a pipe when he has real pipes that he can
because
smoke from?
bubbles coming out of a minion mouth sound adorable, but he could just be like, well, John, we're going to watch this next picture, but just so you know, I found the cinematography quite pedantic.
Why
Perfect.
would he recommend you watch a movie with pedantic cinematography?
Because maybe the other things exceeded it, like the writing and the acting and other stuff. It's important to appreciate all kinds of cinema. I even bet, Kirby, that you have some guilty pleasures. We all do. Curious what your guilty pleasures are.
God, I think my guilty pleasures are all literally just movies that I loved before I realized how bad they sucked.
Yeah. Did you feel retroactive shame?
Yes.
Wow, that's intense. It's like you out yourself to someone hoping to make friends. Like, I really like this movie, and they all turn on you at once, and they're like, that movie sucks. You should feel like shit. Don't you ever come near us again. And then you're like, wow, that was harsh. But then you do your own deep dive, because you're you, and you corroborate the harshness, which just compounds everything. God, that sounds like hell. Ugh.
Like so like there's a you know what? It's like a scale though. It's like a spectrum because on one end there are movies that I loved as a kid that I can rewatch now that are still fucking great, like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. That movie holds the fuck up. And then on the other end, there's movies that I liked that I can watch now, or really that I should say that I literally can't even watch now because they suck so bad that I can't even get through them, like Ted.
Yeah, we've actually talked about that. How you really just can't stomach Ted now because
No,
it's
it's
like, wow.
fucking awful, dude. It's so bad.
Which it's funny because, to Seth MacFarlane's credit, he does seem like he's been doing good stuff. Like they still pay him to come in and do Family Guy, even though that hasn't been good in years. Like I'd say the first
Oh
five
god.
seasons are like the best it is.
I've heard
And then
some horror stories coming out of the set of Family Guy.
well, I'm not too surprised about that actually. Um, but I know McFarlane, like he's done, like for example, that show The Orville, which at first I thought was like, oh god, is this gonna be like some C-rate sci-fi comedy? But actually, as it goes on, it's gotten a bit of a cult following and a bit of acclaim. Like, yeah, this actually goes pretty hard. So he's still got talent in there. It's just, he's got to do other stuff. All right, I'm moving on to match two. We've got Queen's Quest, but it's the C team, literally Lady C, Miyu Masaki, and Hina
It's the
against
C team, and it's got Lady C on it. You're amazing.
yeah, and against Mayu, Koguma, and Ida. Queen's Quest is pretty boned.
All right.
Waiting is a guilty pleasure of mine.
I
Interesting.
fucking love Waiting. That movie's. I literally, unironically, on I think it was Pluto TV, just watched that movie like 3 nights ago. It was Sunday night, so actually it was 2 nights ago. I fucking love Waiting.
And Kirby followed that up with when Ryan Reynolds wasn't annoying.
Ryan Reynolds was annoying as fuck in that movie. You cannot deny.
Yeah, I think he just did,
But
sir.
it was charming. That was part of the charm. He was funny annoying, which is pretty much still what he is, to be fair.
Uh,
I'm at 15. Ready when you are.
count us down.
Three, two, one, go. Are we
This match is
ready
well.
for Megasis?
Well, that's in match three. Yeah,
Wait, what? Oh, fuck, pause. I skipped ahead. Never mind.
sir. What are you doing? I'm at
I
25
listen,
seconds on
man,
this.
I'm not even high.
I know,
This is
but
just
now I'm
my
kind of
default
suspicious that you are.
setting.
Why would you lead with that?
This is just my default setting. I'm just this scrambled brained. I'm sorry.
We love you, and you're worth the effort.
That's really reassuring. Thank you.
But yeah, I am. So, dude, just to let you know now, I'm on match two, 25 seconds.
Match two, 25 seconds. I got to match two now, so that's nice.
I'm cozy though in this reaction. I don't feel like it's compulsion to, call moves. You guys already know what these fucking moves are. I'm just having fun vibing with you guys with amazing wrestling on in the background. This is fucking great. So Kirby, while we're waiting for Ashton, I've got two questions for you. My opening question, and by that point, I'm sure he'll probably get to where he needs to be. What's the best movie you would say you've seen so far this year? Because we're over halfway through the year now. I don't think it's an inappropriate question to ask. And then when you ask that, or when you answer that, I'll ask you my next question.
All right, three, two, one, go.
Nice.
You were at 25, right? I want to make sure we
That,
got that.
that's correct.
Beautiful. We should be good then. I'm listening to Azami's theme.
And look at Abel, one of the most beautiful human beings in existence, also reassuring you. It's okay, Uncle Ashton. We all make mistakes. We're only human after all.
Oh, thanks, Abel. Was he saying that because I accidentally skipped to match three, or because I also like waiting and he thinks that's a mistake?
I think it was the skipping the match thing, but
Okay, that
it's
makes more
okay.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think that liking waiting was a mistake, but if Abel thinks so, I've got to reassess.
Yeah. Oh God. Imagine if we were like really into something or whatever, and Abel was like, that's trash. Might actually destroy me.
Kirby said his personal favorite movie is Kill Buck Soon so far.
Okay, wait. Okay, yeah,
I
I'm
was
seeing
gonna
it.
say Guardians of the Galaxy 3, so like you can tell I'm clearly very uncultured.
Me too. On the uncultured part, I don't even know what my favorite film so far this year is.
It's
But
Guardians 3, trust me.
wow, thank you for speaking assertively for myself. We should do that more often. That really was, John. Listen, we know how much smarter. Actually, no, I can't even say that in your voice. I know you don't believe in intelligence because it's a racist, ableist concept. But listen, we know I'm far more cultured than you, so just go with my answer.
Uh,
But Kirby, you excited? I'm pretty sure I've asked you this before, but I actually forget. So hopefully I lock down your answer this time when I ask. You looking forward to Scorsese's next film in October, Killers of the Flower Moon, which is a book adaptation? I'm actually, if my family still has Apple TV by then, which we might keep it because its offering isn't much, but it's good. So quality over quantity in that case. And it's coming to Apple TV in October. And yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I mean, DiCaprio again, Scorsese directing. It's got a Robert De Niro. Fucking yeah, it's got a lot of indigenous involvement, which I also like. The Osage heavily consulted on that film, so it's not like they're just speaking for them.
Also, I made another mistake earlier when I said I heard Azami's theme. It turned out Azami's not even in this match. I just heard the QQ theme and mistook it for Azami's theme.
It's okay. It happens.
All right. Yeah, Kirby, since you said Waiting was a guilty pleasure of yours, have you seen Waiting 2? I don't know if it's called Still Waiting or if it's actually called Waiting 2, but it actually follows Calvin as the main character, I think, in the second one, or at least one of the main characters in the second one. It's definitely worse than the first one because I think Ryan Reynolds might make like a cameo appearance in it, but he's barely in it at all, if at all. But it's still at least somewhat entertaining, in my opinion.
Abel is fucking precious. He's like Across the Spider Verse is my favorite. I thought that movie was, as the kids say, cinema.
Abel, I love you. You're so wonderful.
Abel, I think I'm gonna say it. I think you validate existence. It's so disorienting and chaotic and fucking random. Like, why was I thrown here when I was enjoying a peaceful non-existence? And the Earth was just like, it's okay, we have Abel. And I'm like, oh, well, that's all you fucking needed to say. Christ. All right. Love you so goddamn much. Swear
But
to God,
yeah,
if
it's
anybody,
funny
yeah,
because when Kirby brought up Waiting, that's like kind of the era and like the genre of movies that I would qualify as like a guilty pleasure of mine. Because like when I think of that era and like that genre, I think of other movies like Good Luck Chuck and Just Friends and Employee of the Month and Euro Trip and Girl Next Door and like the American Pie movies and stuff like that. Basically, like raunchy teen comedies that I watched as a teen that I loved that like I haven't seen yet or I haven't seen since, or if I have, it was when I was like in college and like, oh, I was still technically a teenager that I probably wouldn't like anymore, or if I would, it would be like a miracle.
right.
Granted, I did watch Eurotrip again recently, and that movie does hold up. I hope they serve beer in hell is another really good one, but like the protagonist of that movie is fucking horrible. He's a shit human being. He deserved to get poisoned. Let me just put it that way.
Damn.
You remember that movie, right?
What movie is this
I
now?
hope they serve beer in hell.
I actually, yeah, I do think I remember that.
You remember the main character got poisoned by those women at the bar because he was basically just being a fucking dick?
Um, no, I don't
They
remember
put eye
that, but
drops in his drink,
amazing.
and he shat himself silly later that night.
God, I just picture you if you saw a guy accosting a woman doing that as payback, you're just like giving the big thumbs up, not saying a fucking thing, like, oh yeah, you got
I would
this.
I would watch as she does it, and she would look up and see me seeing her doing it, and I would just wink and smile and be like, "You got this, girl."
Ida volunteering to start against Hina. Bell.
Thank you for calling it. Abel in chat said, "I have to say, existence is pretty good when you have Twitwow, Stardom, and Kirby, both the chunky pink guy and the Florida man."
The Florida man is pretty great. Man, you, Kirby, my boy Angel, a lot of stuff that's redeeming Florida. Not much, especially with the shadow of
It's a
DeSantis.
real, yeah, it's a real shame that Florida is so voter oppressed because man, some of the people in Florida are truly magnificent. Ella's in Florida too.
That's right, she is. Fuck. Man.
Kirby brought up Sex Drive. The
So it
movie.
might be trash if they watched it today.
Yeah.
Stars clearing the apron of Queen's Quest. Oh, Kirby, here's kind of a question for you. It's clearly established that you're a cinephile. We've bonded over a couple of movies. But what about literature? Are you much of a reader, or does the bulk of your culture come from movies? And if not literature, what about music?
Literature, I'm guessing, just throwing it out there, manga.
Yeah, double dropkick there by Lady C and Miyu.
Watch it be like Korean philosophy.
Yeah.
Because he's more of a Korea boo than he is a cinephile.
Over here by Hina. Camel clutch here by Hina. Miyu. Nice. Single leg.
That
Okay,
was a
actually, that was kind of
really
weak.
bad looking drop kick.
Yeah. I saw that and I'm like, I'm going to redact that.
If the back of a cereal box counts as literature.
You know what, Kirby? Nothing wrong with that, my man.
Abel said,
I've
I
been in.
like that we're getting to learn more about the enigma that is Kirby.
Hell yeah. I mean, look, Kirby, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't engrossed in the back of a Frosted Flakes a time or two, so no judgment.
They should sell that space for ads.
I'll tell you, I can appreciate certain literature. Like I'm slowly trying to get back into fiction. The one thing that's just emotionally inaccessible to me, and even that's not entirely true. I just don't read it with any regularity. Poetry and just art in general, like paintings and stuff like that. It's like there are a few paintings that can stir something in me, but I've never really connected with that. So my culture's pretty limited.
You know, it's interesting because, like, I think for me, I look at it as like paintings are something where the artist was obviously feeling something when they were painting it in the first place.
Yeah,
And they were obviously trying to convey those feelings through whatever image they create with their paints. But then, as somebody that's not literally just inside the artist's brain, you have to put effort into interpreting it.
yeah,
Like, if you just look at art and you don't put effort into interpreting it, there's no real value to be gained. The only real
I,
value that there is to be gained is when you like try really hard and think about like, okay, what were they trying to say here, or what were they trying to make me feel here, you know?
yeah, exactly.
Whereas with like reading, it's just you're fucking reading words and they're telling you what to feel.
Yeah,
Or like
still
watching a
kind of.
video. When you're watching a video, like there's not necessarily anything abstract. Like you don't have to put effort into interpreting what a video is trying to tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although I think the best of novels or the best of really just media in general, particularly in this digital age, it is stuff that like it does what you say for sure. Like you're not wrong about that, but it still leaves that kind of autonomous space to play in. Like, what do I think about this character's motivations, or what do I think if like
Yeah.
an ending's ambiguous? Kind of like
But
just an
it's more
example, like
spoon fed to you. You don't have to dig for it.
exactly, and that's certainly true. Kind of like lost in translation when everybody debated, oh, well, what did he whisper to her, kind of thing.
Right.
That kind of free play, I think, is one of the most beautiful things about art. And Queen's Quest making art there with that double team on Koguma, diving knee drop there by Lady C. Breaking up the pin attempt there.
Did you mention something about fiction, by the way, John?
Oh, just that I'm slowly getting back into fiction, but that was what started this whole thing because I said the two like cultural things that I find inaccessible. Poetry, which is a genre of literature, but then I was just saying like painting, like your more formal artwork.
Right. No, I heard that part, but you caught my attention because I heard you say fiction, and because that word caught my attention, I didn't know if non preceded it or not.
Yeah. You, Abel, what are you reading or engaging with culturally these days, besides the best podcast on the web today and Twit?
Yeah, Abel, what are you watching? What are you listening to? What are you reading?
Well, I can tell you from Steam, he's playing Maple Story right now.
Wait, he's playing Maple right now?
Yeah, it just said Abel is playing Maple Story.
Wow. Have you leveled
I'm
your
feel-
character at all since we last played together, Abel? I'm curious.
I'm feeling so lax. I don't know if you could play with him and kind of be attentive to this at the same time, but I think that'd be pretty cool.
Nah.
I'm just having a good time.
I've tried doing stuff like that, and I just am not attentive to the show if I do that. So I'd rather just pay attention to the show.
It's fair enough.
I appreciate you trying to give me that leeway, though, bud.
Hey, dude, like I said, I'm in a great mood tonight.
Me
I'm
too.
lax and yeah, like I'm obviously attentive to the show, but I'm just having fun just talking with you guys about shit and all of us getting to know each other better.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, if we're honest, none of these matches really matter until we get to the 5-star matches, which isn't until I think like match 5.
Yeah, it's just comfy, cozy, chill time.
God, and I'll especially want a distraction for the next match because it just hurts me all the way around because I'm still seeing the thumbnail of Mariah with a championship and poor Megasis, who this was pretty complex. Man, Cosmic Angels really ruin lives.
They do. That might as well be their gimmick at this point.
Yeah.
Herbie said right now he's mentally preparing for the upcoming football season.
Oh, that's right, Kirby. I actually forgot you were a football fan. Who's your favorite team again?
He's a Dolphins fan.
Oh, he's a dog. Well, of course. Does he follow college football? Can you tell me that? Because I'm
I
guessing
don't know
Kirby.
that one. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was Miami, but I don't know for sure.
All right, well, I'll ask that one then. See, I could still be a part of it. Kirby, you watch college football, and who's your favorite college team or teams to follow? What a drop kick to me, you flush in the face.
Kirby's sad that the Dolphins lost Dalvin Cook to the Jets. Frankly,
Oh, Kuma's
if I was a Jets fan, I'd be pretty upset right now too. And there's the pin. Koguma pins Mio.
Well, so that was the best thing to come out of Stardom X Stardom. Koguma failed. Kashima is still the high speed champion. So, hey,
Oh.
Koguma, fuck you.
Abel in chat said he's not much of a reader, but he likes watching movies, and recently he watched Saw 2 and Iron Man 2.
Hey, well, you know what's funny about Saw movies? Just coming on that very quickly because I am excited for Saw 10, which is kind of like a prequel film. Like it sits between the first Saw and Saw 2. Is I've just been going back and I've been watching mainly the final few minutes, like the final scenes of all the Saw movies, because yeah, I was a huge fan of one. Abel, when my sister and I watched the first Saw movie together, I remember my jaw dropped at that ending. I still think it's one of the best endings in horror, executed so well. I think Tobin Bell as an actor, like I can't see anybody else's Jigsaw. He really embodies the role. Saw 2 was great, mainly for the traps, because before they became like overly gratuitous for gratuity's sake.
I mean, the hand trap in Saw 2 is pretty gratuitous.
There, but I
And
still
the needle
enjoyed
pit,
it.
you know.
Needle Pit though made sense because Amanda was like an addict, and so it kind of narratively ties into her kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hell, and even the characters, like I don't even mean this in like a scumbag way. I like Detective Hoffman. He was very cunning. I loved his survival instinct. And yeah, the dude was just a fucking bastard. I guess my only nitpick is I wish that they would have had a detective survive through most of the films to be kind of a Loomis
Oh, right.
to Jigsaw kind
Like
of
an
thing. Jigsaw's
antagonist to
Myers.
Jigsaw.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, Kirby answered with Miami, Florida, and the SEC in general.
Nice.
So Miami is the only thing that he mentioned that's not in the SEC because Florida is already in the SEC. And the SEC, if you don't know, is the Southeastern Conference.
Ah, okay.
So that's like teams like Alabama, Florida, Georgia, LSU, Kentucky, Missouri, Mississippi, Mississippi State. Like there's a bunch. There's like a dozen.
Yeah.
So
All
I think
right.
it's like his favorite teams are Miami and Florida, but like when those teams aren't, you know, when they don't have a dog in the race, he just roots for whatever SEC team does.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm at 15 seconds for match three, and I can't wait to get this match fucking over
Cool.
with.
3, 2, 1, go.
Well, given how far we are now in the MCU, how does Iron Man 2 hold up for you? You think it's
Yeah,
still
that's a good
pretty
question.
good?
I'd like to know too, Abel.
Yeah.
I'm also curious, Abel, because I know you've seen most of the MCU movies. What your like gaps still are? Like, what MCU movies have you still not seen?
Ah, good question. Good question.
Kirby in chat said he used to love watching those torture porn movies like Saw and Hostel, but now he can't really stomach them anymore.
You know what, Kirby? That's probably healthy. I'm proud of you.
You know, my sort of like limit to those types of movies was reached when I watched House of Wax with my mom.
Oh, I remember that movie. We
Bro,
thinking the same movie. Wasn't Paris Hilton in that movie?
was it Paris Hilton? I thought it was Alicia Cuthbert.
Maybe we're thinking of a different movie.
House of
Because,
Wax. No, yeah, you're right. Paris Hilton wasn't. They both were. They both were.
oh my God, it's even sexier when we're both right about something.
Yeah.
God damn. But yeah, I actually don't blame you because I remember some of the violence in that movie and like, oh,
The two scenes in that movie that ruined torture porn for me were the one where the guy chops off the tips of the girl's fingers as she's reaching up the grate.
yes, dude, I was literally mentally, I was thinking about that scene while we were bringing this movie up. Holy shit,
That
you,
fucked
dude,
my shit
yes.
up. And then the scene where one of the actual people gets covered in wax and one of the other people goes to touch their face and the wax comes off and so does their skin.
Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, that was awful. That was yeah, that movie ruined torture porn for me, basically. I mean, and I wasn't ever super duper into torture porn, but like I was dabbling and like I saw the first few Final Destination movies and I saw the first few Saw movies. So like I was kind of there. I never saw Hostel. I'll give you that. I never saw Hostel. That movie was just a step too far for me. But I had dabbled. And then I saw House of Wax, and I said, nope, nope, no more, done. Fuck this shit. And it actually even almost prevented me from seeing Cabin in the Woods because I thought that was going to be another one of those types of movies. Thankfully, I came back around. I came back around to Cabin in the Woods a few years later. I managed to see that.
Yeah, bro, I gotta tell you, Final Destination, most of the deaths I feel like were goofy, but the one that really got to me viscerally was the tanning bed death in the one Final Destination
That
movie.
was the
I'm not,
second one, I think, right? That was
uh,
Final Destination 2, I want to say.
oh God, oh. I'm glad that I was never one of those dude bros that like tanning beds or just one of those people in
Oh, it
general
was
that did it.
three. It was fucking three. See, that shows you though how far into the Final Destination movies I got. That was the third one, and I actually saw that movie in theaters even.
Damn. Oh my God, a movie traumatized Abel. I need to do something about this. He said the log truck scene in Final Destination 2 has traumatized me and gives me PTSD every time I drive
Yes,
behind one.
yes, dude. Abel, first of all, I'm so sorry that you experienced that. But second of all, I just have to say, you're not the only one. That shit traumatized an entire generation and a half.
Yeah.
Literally. I like all millennials and probably a good chunk of Gen Z and maybe even some Gen Xers saw that movie and are traumatized in the exact same way.
Shared trauma is best trauma.
Well, no trauma is best trauma, but if you had to choose one, you'd definitely rather share it with people that you like than have to bear it yourself.
Yeah. There is no such thing as no trauma anymore. You're either going to be traumatized or you're just, or dead, probably. So, yeah, take your pick.
Because if I remember correctly, the first Final Destination movie was the plane crash. The second one was the log truck. The third one was the carnival, right?
I don't know, honestly. I think my only relationship with those films was just like watching clips that I found interesting, like, oh, how are they going to pull this death off?
God, I think the first one, the one that traumatized me the most was the shower death. But like in hindsight, it was silly as fuck and made no sense at all.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Like they really went out of their way to make it seem like
Well,
you heard a bell already.
yes.
Pause.
551.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. So
How does this keep happening?
there's the bell. I just heard the bell. Three, two, one, go.
But anyway, you were saying?
Uh, they really went out of their way to make it seem like death was like a conscious entity that could seek people out and kill them at its will.
Yeah. Megas is trying to assert dominance.
Megatase.
Oh.
She caught her and slammed her and pinned her. One. Poi Bridge is out. Poi off the ropes. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I think these are lariats.
I think she's just shoulder blocking her, I thought, or attempting to. Oh, here comes you.
She says, "God damn it, fuck you," and she tags in Yuta. Wow. They really gave Megan Bain all this just for Tamantha to kick out of her finisher and then have her lose to Tamantha's like undercard finisher. Kind of hard to watch, honestly.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. You already know I did the whole fucking recording on her, so
Oh man.
thank goodness for Tam Hogan.
Oh man, that looks painful for everyone involved, basically. I think I need to lower my quality. I think that's the problem. So do me a favor and just pause at 8 minutes.
Oh, I was a little late. 8:01.
All right. Okay, you're at 8:01. You said.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna count us down once I get there. Here we go. Three, two, one, go.
Oh, also, since we're just kind of having free-form conversations and everything, I have something I need to confess to the group, mainly because I felt dirty ever since I've done it, and I think, it's safe to share it with friends. I quiet. This is harder than I thought it would be. I
You're in a
read an
safe
op-ed.
place.
What was that?
You're in a safe place.
I appreciate the reassurance. I read an op-ed by Hillary Clinton last night,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, it here's the thing. I don't want to like go in on her because we're having a really pleasant time, and I'm actually enjoying the more substantive conversations and not like ranting and character work, all that bullshit. Um, but I will say, like, how can I put this? She is a Clinton, so it comes with like all that baggage, right? But I think even more than that, I think what pissed me off about the op-ed was two things. One, it was an ad. It was an ad for a book she wrote in the late '90s called "It Takes a Village" because she plugged that book like I'm not even being hyperbolic when I say at least 5 times. I feel like in the piece because it's a
Nice.
longer op-ed.
Classic.
But then the second thing, and this is where I really want to be nuanced and mature, and not go there. Um, like she's correct about the problem because the whole piece that would help if everybody knew what the piece was me talking about this. She's talking about like the surgeon general and how he said isolation and loneliness is an epidemic in America that has very serious health risks, because of it. If it's maintained, a person puts themselves at severe risk of heart disease, dementia, cancer, all that shit.
Wow.
I think they even said it was like worse than smoking 15 cigarettes a day, like
Jesus.
just to really put perspective. So like we're all in agreement on this. You and I, Ashton, we've talked politics plenty of time in Q&As and stuff. We know that loneliness, the neoliberal atomization of people, which is to say, like this culture of hyper individualism, be your own person, screw everybody else, they're just going to take from you kind of thing, which is very anti community at its core, obviously is going to have debilitating health effects. But of course, because Hillary is at best a neoliberal, which is to say she believes that the market can solve the problem and American enterprise and all this stuff, she doesn't call out the big boogeyman of the problem, capitalism. And I'm like, because she has like all these ideas. And you know what? Even in a social democratic framework, I'm like, or excuse me, a democratic socialist framework, because they are two different things. Democratic socialist framework, they're not bad ideas. She's like, oh, we need to, you know, um, build communities that are more integrationist, allow you to get to know people. We need to make transportation that's more public so that you
See,
connect
so
with
what
people.
she's trying to do is she is trying to heal the country in the best way that she can think of that maintains capitalism as a system.
Exact. It's well, dude, and that's what most statecraft by the dominant parties. Well, and really, I shouldn't even say dominant parties because obviously we can see that the right wants to. Ooh, Mariah. That was just bad. A little miscue there between Megasis and Mariah. But no, we know that the right want to turn the clock back. There's no denying that. But I think the worst thing about neoliberalism and even a lot of in my opinion, and I just want to stress my opinion because I know there's a lot of excitement about this group in the US currently, the democratic socialists, is how do we do reforms and how do we make life more palatable to people without fundamentally challenging the status quo, and that was Hillary in this piece, and like it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be reading it. I'm not going to act like I had a visceral reaction. Unironically, I had a more visceral reaction to Bully Ray and PCO last week. Um, but it's just something where if you're not really ready to talk about the actual problem because you're still being disingenuous, nice Mayblade there to not spoil, then don't even bother broaching the issues in the first place. Because unless you're willing to go there, you're wasting everybody's time. Because I mean, even to her credit, she did mention, better wages and a different work culture. But how do you have a different work culture unless you fundamentally change the culture of the problem, or unless you change the fundamental problem, I should say, in capitalism? It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of a chicken or the egg situation where how do you get a bunch of capitalists to vote to end capitalism? It's not going to fucking happen.
Exactly, exactly. So I can genuinely credit Hillary to a point, for talking about a lot of problems that are real. But one, don't act like you don't come from a certain family that also made things like I'll give you another example. This is another thing that I thought of because I told you I didn't want to go in on her like just haphazardly. I wanted to be like thoughtful with it. But like she talks about communities that she helped serve, and like of course they were predominantly black communities, and how when I forget the phrasing she used, but when we improve these communities, just generally speaking, there were better outcomes. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, Hillary, of course. But also, can you explain to me like why your husband, Bill Clinton, was a huge part in exploding police forces and like really increasing their numbers?
Yeah.
Like, you
Stop and
want to talk about,
frisk, baby. Stop and frisk.
yeah, um, let's just keep it real. If you want to talk about people integrating and having a sense of community, if I'm a black person in this America today, I'm terrified to have a sense of community because if I try and open up a quote unquote business, by which I mean a fucking lemonade stand, a cop could come and accost me. If I try and have a pool party, my neighbor could call the cops on me. If I do literally anything, they could find grounds to shoot me. Like, again, if we're going to have the conversation, go there, Hillary. Go there or don't. And speaking of going there, Megas is going to town here on Yuna Mizumori, that forearm there. Now her and Mariah are going to try and work together. I got to say, I'm impressed with Megasis that she had that miscue with Mariah and she didn't turn on her yet. That may be running out though, because that was another
Oh, Poi
poison
about
they
to
had.
get caught. There that
Yep,
is. Just throws Poi into Yuna. Nice. I think
amazing.
Yuna's about to get F5'd and this match is about to be over.
Is Yuna about to go to hell?
Swing bottom.
Wow. Okay. Oh, she
Kick out.
kicked out.
I genuinely didn't know. Abel in chat said, I wasn't expecting such profound socio-political discussion in this live stream. This commentary really does have everything.
Like I said, Abel, we're in a great mood tonight. I'm having a great time just chilling with you all, just getting to know you all better and just shooting the shit about stuff. So yeah, I didn't want to labor too much on the politics though, because this really was just me saying last night I read a
Oh, the
Hillary Clinton
Superwoman
op-ed.
pin.
No way. And Mariah
Mariah
breaks the
made the save. Wow, Megan Bain really is a glass cannon. That would have ended her.
yes.
Yuna Mizumori almost just was the first woman in Stardom to pin her. And now Mariah did her the favor of breaking it up so that Tamantha could be it. And now we're going to get the F5. Here we go.
Go to hell.
Did she even say
Fool.
go to hell there, or did she just scream?
I think she just screamed.
There we go. $10 and 6 seconds. Took a bit longer there.
It did. It definitely did.
Fuck you, Poi. Thank you, Megan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Megasis. Mariah admiring Megan Bain.
Yeah, for her own safety. She had like 2 miscues with her in that
Oh,
match.
to be clear, she was admiring her from a social distance.
Nice.
I stole your thing.
I'm so glad you did. It made me pop.
Nice.
Wow. So I don't think Kirby is that much of a Megan Bain fan, but he did say, "Okay, here comes the real stars." So I guess he's referring to who's ever in this next match, and who do we got? Oh, of course, it's regular
Micah
size
and
Micah.
Suzu and May.
Yes.
Nice. The future artist of Stardom champions. Did I do a good Mariah May impression?
You did. You're wonderful. I'm so proud of you.
Not as wonderful as you.
Debatable. But
Aww.
I'm at 15 seconds.
You're pretty wonderful, mister.
I appreciate it.
Acknowledge it.
Okay. Okay, so remember to lower your quality. And again, I am at
I'm
15
at
seconds.
540p, yeah. I think, at least. I'm actually just going to refresh, honestly, because it keeps doing this weird thing where it'll, like, speed through the intro. Unless the intro is just faster than I realized. That's possible, I guess. Is this not going to cast now? Fucking hell. I think I need a new Chromecast.
Did it cost a lot? What is that?
Oh, it's not that expensive. It's under $60, but it's just like this. I think because Stardom got 1080p 60 FPS cameras, I think it's kind of fucking my shit up.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. I know nothing really surprises you anymore in this regard, but Donald Trump still has a more than 3 in 11 chance of being the next president of the United States.
Damn.
This motherfucker's gonna be in jail. He is like, you know what? Actually, I'm curious. I haven't seen your take on this. Have you seen the Georgia in
Bro,
what's the word? Night in indictment. Yeah, that's the
yeah, you
word.
got it. You got it. You were fine. I'm just gonna shoot straight with you. Just for the sake of everybody, because I don't want us to get too bogged down in this. Um, Alex, as in just Alex, shout out to him. He messaged, dude. Like, I sometimes feel like I don't know why you people fucking talk to me, because I can tell that I'm kind of a downer, I guess, in a way, because he messaged me, all caps. Trump got hit with 10 indictments. Shit, pulling the wire. And my response, I'll read you my response verbatim. I said, we'll see how many stick. Plus, I could see him winning the presidency in prison, tempering my excitement for now. I just think I'm at a point where I don't mean to be a curmudgeon. And obviously, if good things are happening, good. I won't begrudge anybody celebrating them, but I always wait to see how it ends. I'm no
Right.
longer, I think with me, you know how Paul says, don't don't expect a good thing to happen because a bad thing happened or whatever. Like the way he's kind of really centered in wrestling, that's kind of how I am with politics, except it's don't expect one good thing to lead to more good things because it could just be fucking performative for all we know.
Don't
So
expect something that seems good on the surface to actually end up being good in the long run.
precisely. And that's really where I am with politics. Like anybody
The only
celebrating or
reason that I
yeah.
have any hope at all is because of like specifically this Georgia indictment seems like the one. Like it seems like the big one. Cuz like
Yeah.
the state crimes can't be pardoned by the president, and even in Georgia the governor lacks the power to pardon. And under Georgia law, bail can only be granted if the defendant can affirmatively prove that they pose no risk of intimidating witnesses or otherwise obstructing the administration of justice.
Um I'm gonna come back to what you said. I just need to check in with Abel's son. Are you okay? Because like he just put in the chat. I don't know why he felt like he had to hurt everybody like this. He said Mariah May looks so good with that belt. Would be a shame if she lost it. Crying emoji.
Wow. Oh no. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Abel, I expect that from Dominique. I don't expect that from you. The call's
Listen,
coming inside.
he has to find a way to cope, okay? It's just his way of coping. He's
You know
sad
what?
too, otherwise he wouldn't have put the crying emoji.
This is why
You
I
mentioned
appreciate.
shared trauma earlier. This is literally shared trauma.
You know what? You're right, and this is why I'm happy that you're the uncle because just like Uncle Jesse sometimes had to put Danny in his place about the kids, sometimes you have to remind me what I need to do to be there for my son. I appreciate it. I'm not omnipotent. I make mistakes. I'm
Yeah,
fallible.
you're not Omni Man. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, kind of a Chad though, low key. But
I mean, he
but
landed
no.
Sandra, or what's her name? Michelle
Uh,
Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, as far as the Georgia stuff, because I saw your breakdown and you knew more than I did, right? Which is why I was pretty mum on it because I'm like a person that's actually done the work is already talking. Don't put your finger in the pot, kind of thing.
Right.
So I just want to say I totally understand why you feel the way that you do, and I'm not even in any position to challenge it. Just to exercise some humility here. For me, it's just there's so much corruption in America. I
It's
need to
almost like,
see how it
almost
ends.
like on a level of like superstition for you at this point. I feel like.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You know, I know it doesn't tar me with the best brush, that kind of terminology, but if it fits, it fits, and it fits. I just think there's so much corruption in the American judicial system. It does seem like he got screwed in the right place for all of us. I mean, hell, if you want to know the truth of what even led me down the rabbit hole to read the goddamn Hillary op-ed, it's because I saw the clip of her on Rachel Maddow, like laughing her ass off at these indictments.
Yeah.
Like she was probably the happiest person, honestly. She's like, "Oh, karmic justice for robbing me of my presidency in 2016."
Bro, can you imagine how much better off we'd be right now if she won?
I know.
I
I
mean,
know.
don't get me wrong, it'd still be a capitalist hellscape, but like, man, it would be like,
Well, because here's the thing, bro. It
oh,
would be a capitalist hellscape, and there's two things when I think about Hillary, right? One good and one I won't say bad, but a bit just ambiguous, and I think it's fair to say it's ambiguous, at least in my opinion. I think she would have handled COVID a million times better. I
yeah.
don't think COVID would have gotten nearly as bad in the U.S. if she was
She wouldn't
president.
have dismantled the fucking pandemic team like Trump did.
Exactly. The ambiguity for me, and again, I want to stress that I'm not saying it's bad. I do wonder how involved she would have gotten the U.S. with the Russia-Ukraine conflict,
Mm.
because like she is a hawk. That's
Wait, the
just
Russia
insane.
you wait, that didn't happen till after she would have been she that would that I mean if unless she would have been a two-term president.
And
Cuz
I
that
feel like she would have been two terms personally.
right. Cuz
Because
that didn't
like
start until 2021 or 2022 I don't remember.
that is true, but yeah, I guess for me, I would have expected her to be a two-term president. So just also thinking about that, because Abel,
Yeah, my main concern with her was that I just didn't want to go to war with Russia. So like
yeah,
cuz I remember there was something like even before the election, like the 2016 election, there was something about how like she was going to place some kind of restrictions or something like that on the airspace in Ukraine, I think, that
yeah.
would have inevitably led to war with Russia.
Also, can I just say, now I'm sure that this, okay, I need to be careful here because obviously I don't believe in borders, and I know you don't either, given our political,
Naturally.
positions. Um, I find the concept of like insert country airspace here fucking ludicrous. Like,
We
you could
own
tell
these
that
lines on the ground, and you have to pretend that they're invisible walls that go all the way up into the sky, too.
you know that I'm unraveling and that I'm a deeply unhealthy person in an even unhealthier society. Because the first time that I heard a newscaster say with a straight face, China has violated US airspace, I cackled. I popped so fucking hard. Because first of all, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, get all
Oh,
up in that
shit!
air. Oh, fuck.
Miscommunication.
Suzu, that is regular sized Micah. What the hell are you doing?
She knows who it is. Mirai just caused her to dropkick the wrong person.
Well, you better hope that you're not fighting with a fuming face. Because if I'm
By
Micah,
the
I'm
way,
pretty cheesed
Kirby in
off.
chat said, question, has the white belt lowered its prestige being on Mirai? And I say yes. It was so much more entertaining and so much more credible and prestigious on Kamitani and Mina in my mind, and then obviously Tam because she was also the red belt champion, than it's been on Mirai.
Kirby said, got my eye on you, Suzu. But
Fable
yeah.
in chat, that's why Micah needs to win the white belt. Love it.
But yeah, just the
She's in the
idea
right
of
block for it. She's in the same block as Mirai. She can beat Mirai and challenge her for the white belt afterwards since she's not winning the 5-star, you know?
hell yeah.
That's Utami's to win.
Yes. But God, just okay, first of all, +5. Oh. Second of all, just the idea of my airspace. Fuck you. I'll put balloons up there if I fucking want, you
You
piece of
mean the
shit.
Chinese spy balloon?
Yeah. And then when Biden kind of flexed because he shot it down with a fucking missile, I'm like, this country is a clown show.
We got front row tickets, baby.
Bro, there's almost a sick pleasure I take in seeing everything on fire because if it wasn't for the fact that people are actively dying, this would be the greatest comedy of all time. Like, what the fuck is happening? Come on, Micah, assert the girth.
That's a nice phrase.
Your face is a nice phrase written by existence.
Wow. Was that just a singular snap?
No, I don't
No?
know what that was. That was a triangle snap.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Your noise canceling must have gotten it.
Damn, let me try that again.
That
Bam.
time I heard it.
Yeah.
That was fast. I'm surprised how fast you can snap.
Yeah.
Are you alternating hands? Like, are you doing like right hand, right hand, or did you do all three with the same hand?
No, that was all right hand, King.
Damn, you've got some speed there, fam.
Thanks, friend.
Impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah, not as impressive as your mathematical ability.
Wow. That was a weird compliment to give, but I appreciate it. Thanks.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, if I could just be real with you, I just wanted to keep you on your toes because Face has been a little worn out. So if I could actually compliment you about something particular, it'll know that I truly value you as a specific person and not as a general entity that we could subsume under Face.
Nice.
Back
I
and forth here between
truly
Ami and
appreciate it,
Susie.
you know?
Yeah, there you go.
It's kind of ironic too because I feel like anytime I try and do mental math out loud, you beat me to the answer more often than not.
Shh, shh. It's supposed to be between the two of us.
I didn't know you were trying to hide it. I'm so sorry.
You just outed me to
I'm
everyone.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You're lucky I love you. This is coming out of your scalp later.
Wait,
And
but you know, my scalp has been in need of a good trimming.
oh, I'm gonna condition your scalp the next time you're in the shower. You're gonna go to do it, and I'm gonna be like, and you're gonna be like, how'd you get into my house? And just, I'm not gonna answer you. You know
Oh
that.
no, Abel's on to us. Said Pa, good at math.
Shh, shh, you heard nothing.
Oh no. What a splash by Ami.
I wish she would make a splash at Stardom and be relevant again.
Did you see the fucking picture I posted of Koki last night, by the way?
I think I did, but if you want me to look at it again so I can give a more like real-time reaction, I'll do that for you.
Bro.
You know what? We're there. It's happening.
I
We're
pinged
doing it.
you in Discord.
Oh my god. Abel, how's Wormy?
Oh yeah, that's
Also,
a good question. What did you feed Wormy today?
while we're on the topic of pets, Kirby, I forget, do you have any pets? And if so, how are they doing?
Kirby strikes me as the type. I'm gonna just make a prediction out there. He has a chinchilla or two.
I was gonna fucking say chinchilla. Oh god, it's the Thrilla and chinchilla. I did see this pic, but now I'm gonna look at it again. Okay, that was weird. Let's try that again, shall
Abel
we?
said,
There
Wormy
we go.
good. We had a flatbread pizza.
That sounds delicious.
Saki Kashima just being terrified of Meseta.
Always remember, Abel, to eat for two mouths. It's like being a bigamist for the digestive system.
A bigamist?
That means having two
Rolling
wives.
Star, that's it. Oh, something happened there. I don't know if Kashima kicked out or what. Kishikaze. Suzu breaks it up.
Suzu did it!
Suzu
I wonder.
just spanked Mei on the booty as she was in order to break the pin up, rather than actually attacking Kashima. She just tapped Mei on the butt.
She knew what she was doing. Dude, I actually wonder because we know that Stardom X Stardom was before this, or actually, it was after this. If Mei pins Kashima again here, and that's why when she challenged her, Kashima still said no.
No. You're too scary. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Micah with a big lariat.
Micah!
Suzu gonna do a butt hit. or a knee actually. Blockbuster there by May. Pin, very gentle pin. Did you notice that?
I
Kick out.
did.
God, I love May. She's so wonderful.
She's the best of. She's the best of
All of
us, really.
us.
But I was gonna say she's the best of
Yes.
our business.
Oh, look at this. Almost like a an Indian Deathlock version of an STF.
Nice.
Oh, Kirby said no chinchilla, sadly. Damn. You really strike me as the type, Kirby. Have you considered getting one?
He
Or
said no
even
chinchilla,
two?
but not.
So that they could
Yeah, first
entertain each other when you're not in the mood to do it for them.
that does sound amazing, but I do notice that he was oddly specific. He said no chinchilla, but not no pets. So recoursing back, do you have any pets, and how are they doing?
Yeah, that's the good question, Kirby. Do you have pets? I shouldn't have
Y-
made assumptions. That was my fault.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You
You
put
know how
yourself
I
out
like to
there.
make my out there predictions just in case a shot in the dark ends up being right and I look like a genius for no reason.
Yeah. You put yourself out there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Beautiful steamroller there by Ami. Here comes the double stomp from Kashima, and it lands. Nice. Kick out by May.
Okay.
I just cracked my elbow. It felt pretty good.
Nice.
Double underhook face buster of the sit out variety, even by Kashima. Broken up by Suzu and Maika.
Yes.
Good job by this team. I call them this team because they don't have a proper name yet. They should though. They need one. We should come up with one for them.
Get a solid identity. Oh shit.
Oh shit spray.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's a good one. I remember that. Rolling Star
Rolling
pin.
Star,
That's it.
that's it. She had it earlier. She's got it again, and that's 3.
She pins her again. See, May said because she's too good-hearted, she would never think to do this. But what she needs to do is she needs to hustle Kashima. She needs to let Kashima pin her in a tag match, thus giving Kashima a false sense of confidence, granting her the title match, and then fully flex on her in the title match. I literally solved everything. I'm a fucking genius.
You know what? My Kirby pet prediction was so far off. He has 2 dogs and a bunny.
Aww! Aww!
A tiny bunny, according to him.
Kirby, that's wonderful. That made my heart so
And a cat,
inexplicably
but
happy.
he's at his sister's house.
Aw. As a cat person myself now, Kirby, it must be hard, but
I
they're
mean,
in
from
good
the
hands.
sounds of your reactions, it seems like you would be a bunny person too, clearly.
Well, bunnies are just cute. I wouldn't be able to, raise one, but I'm happy Kirby is. That's really nice.
The 2 dogs, though, he has an English bulldog and a chihuahua.
Nice.
You are literally a Great Dane short of having the ultimate cartoon dog combination.
True.
Because I feel like all the old cartoons had English bulldogs in them, right? And then
Yes.
the Taco Bell mascot is a chihuahua. Plus, there was
Yes.
also that iconic chihuahua in Oliver and Company that was voiced by Cheech Marin. That was amazing.
Okay.
And then, the fucking Great Dane, it's Scooby Doo. Come on. And Marmaduke, too.
That's true. Marmaduke, well, yeah, yeah.
But mostly Scooby Doo.
Yes.
I was watching Agents of Shield earlier with Craig and Curtis, and you know that episode in season 2 where Agent 33 has that mask that makes you look like someone else, and she changed her own face to look like Agent Mays so that she could take Mays' identity and then go hang out with Coulson and get info from him.
Right.
When she changed her face to look like Mays, I did a Scooby Doo row
Oh,
popped
wow.
Curtis.
Nice.
Oh, it's time for the 5-star. Mina Hanan is our first 5-star match tonight. I don't know why my hiccups are just persisting tonight.
Your diaphragm is marking the fuck out.
It really is. Oh, God.
I'm at 15 seconds, friend. I am ready whenever you are.
That is beautiful. Three, two, one, go. Let's fucking go. Look at those standings. God, Mirai, ill, but Ano, yes, at the top, where she belongs.
Anana's yet to get any points in this 5 star. However, here's the interesting thing.
Uh,
She beat Mina Shirakawa last year. Can she repeat that good fortune?
Hanan beat Mina last year?
She did.
Whoa. Azumi also beat Utami in last year's 5 star. There have been some weird upsets going on lately.
Yes.
Azumi beat Shuri a couple years ago in the 5 star. Does Azumi have a match in the 5 star today? She
She
wasn't
does
on the
against
card
Ano.
yet. Against ho 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 ho, that match is gonna slap in half.
I mean, what do I even have to say after that? That was perfect.
That's Hanan. She's 18 years old. Well, she might be 19 by now. I think she turns 19. Actually, no, I think she is 19 now, isn't she?
I think she is. Because didn't you say she had a birthday recently? Very recently,
Yeah, she
actually.
is. She's 19 now. She just turned 19 like 2 days ago.
Happy belated, Hanan. We love you.
Abel wants to know if he can get a jogging timestamp. 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145. That was in one breath. That's how it's a jogging one.
Yeah,
Kirby
nice.
Kirby said Hanan is a tank.
Wow. Kirby also said about his cat, dude is a chunker cat. I thought that was precious.
So is it possible that your cat Kirby is also a tank?
Yes. Is it Kirby? Oh god, Mina with the title before Cosmic Angels ruined her life, part 2.
No!
I'm sorry.
Why would you say it again and just double down and re-emphasize the pain?
I know. I'm honestly I'll show myself up.
Kirby said LOL 100%. His cat is 100% a tank. Oh, man. My Nan has a tank of a cat.
I have a tank of a personality.
I like the song Tank.
Nice.
It's pretty amazing. My mom wanted to hear Mariah's ring announcements.
Nice. I like that Club Venus is over with your mom.
Kirby in chat said, but little fella is basically Garfield. So wait, are you saying that you have a Chungus orange cat? Because
Chungus.
because my Nan's Chungus cat is also orange, but it's a girl Chungus orange cat. There's a Chungus among us. Hanan! She's so cute. Mina. Oh, she's gonna announce herself. Yeah, Mina. Venus is here.
Yeah, it is. Fuck
Yeah,
you, Cosmic
buddy.
Angels.
Oh, honey. You're beautiful, and I'm so happy that you had that while you did.
God, man.
Oh,
That that cut me deep too, because you're being so sincere and so tender about it. I think we just want to kind of comfort Mina, but we don't know how, because it's like we're not the problem.
I just hate Poi so much.
I know.
She's just such a fucking Klingon. Hanan.
Oh, Hanan. Bell.
Nice. Yeah, the drop kick and the uppercut. She really did adopt Okada's European uppercut. That's great. Oh, okay. Kirby said that his cat is mostly black with a white belly. And then he said Asuka is a Mina Shirakawa fan. And a Shuri fan, too, clearly.
Yes. Well, didn't Shuri mentor her even?
No, they're the same age, man. They're like, they came up together pretty much.
Damn. What am I thinking of? Who trained Kana?
I have no clue. Maybe Jaguar Yokota?
I don't even know that. I feel like there was somebody that we would see in Stardom, and we were like, oh, and they
According to
helped
Wikipedia,
Kana.
Kana was trained by Yuki Ishikawa,
Oh, okay.
who I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Apparently, Yuki Ishikawa is a male wrestler, actually.
Oh, okay.
So Kana was trained by a dude. Meanwhile, Shuri was trained by Akira Nogami, Akira Shoji, Hajime Ohara, and Yoshihiro Tajiri, which is the
Interesting.
Tajiri that we know.
Yes.
But yeah, they Shuri started wrestling in '08, Kana '04, so they didn't really come up together like I thought. But I guess it's possible that Kana kind of mentored Shuri a little bit because Shuri did
Yeah,
come along
Kirby
a little
even
later.
said the other way around. Asuka was like a mentor to Shuri. So yeah,
Yeah.
like that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, okay. So I was just way off base. Apologies, everyone. Sometimes when you're this handsome, you have to give up some EXP in other areas, and clearly I gave up some wrestling knowledge on the altar. Will not make that mistake
Oh,
again.
please. Your wrestling knowledge is incredible.
It has its dips
You're
sometimes.
not a
Like
human encyclopedia.
not yet.
Not ever.
But what if it's my final form? You don't know that.
It's not ever happening. Just give up your hopes on that ever being a thing.
What? What about supportive Ashton? What the hell is this? I didn't
I
ask for
am
this
so
update.
supportive of you all the time, within reason.
Wow. Wow. Well, maybe unreason is where love dwells.
Well,
Mina shot off the ropes.
what the fuck just happened?
Oh, she's favoring her neck. Is she still like selling from the Utami match? Mina, you queen.
Well, Utami was the one that was getting her neck worked over.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then what the hell is happening? Dropkick there to the knee. Now it just makes me think that Utami needs to just improve her psychology a tad. Focus on body parts.
Abel in chat said, I know there's a picture of Asuka, Shuri, and Cheetah as a team. Abel, there's something even better than a picture. There's literally a video of them doing a dance together at the top of the ramp before coming down to the match.
Yeah, videos are just like pictures that move. Nice dropkick to the knee there by Mina.
I don't know what happened to the back of Mina's neck, but I hope she's okay. Jeez.
Yeah,
Seems pretty rough to me. I know I wouldn't want that to happen to me.
nobody would want that to happen to you, and if anybody would make that happen to you, they'd have a fucking problem with me.
Oh, that was really nice of you to say.
And
Thanks,
now,
bud.
double knee breaker. Oh my god.
Mina has lost all fucks to give. She's just done with this match right now.
And if that was while she was still a title holder,
Oh my
oh
god.
my god.
Figure 4 already. We're doing it. Wow. Okay. Abel said, now I have to find this video. After this show, of course.
In the meantime, Abel, I'm curious how your Bitcoin is doing. When are we gonna make an NFT of your face?
Oh my god. Really aggressive. I want to check Bitcoin too.
Yeah.
I have $31.66 worth of Bitcoin right now.
I only have a few dollars more than that in my entire checking account. Way to be competitive, bud. Bitcoin's overtaking the real dollar day by day.
Would you like to
Oh,
know how much money I've spent on Bitcoin?
how much?
$10.
Oh my god, look at you being fiscally responsible.
But to be fair, Abel sent me $10 worth of Bitcoin at one point when it was like doing okay, and then it tanked, and now it's back up.
Your nephew is so good to you.
He
I love
he
that.
really is. He just gifted it to me for no reason other than just because he's lovely.
And then, I mean, let's be honest, your face is pretty magnificent. I think you existing is reason enough.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but he didn't have to do that.
Famous are there by Hanan. Hey, if Hanan can beat Mina again, I don't care what's happened in the future, because in that moment she would have beaten one half of the Goddesses champs.
You know what though? It's funny because when Abel sent me the $10 of Bitcoin, it was doing a lot better than when I bought the $10 of Bitcoin that I did,
Yeah.
because my $10 purchase of Bitcoin is more than triple the number of satoshis as the number of satoshis that Abel deposited into my account.
Ah.
So I must have bought super duper low. I bought really, really, really low. I must have bought a dip, baby. I bought a dip.
Nice drop kick to the knee again there by Mina.
I mean, that's how to do it, right? That's how you play the game, man.
Hell yeah.
That's how it's done, brother. Uh,
God, I can't wait to one day accidentally discover there's oil under my property, become obscenely rich, and not know what the fuck to do with it, and just
oh,
spiral out of control and
man.
hydroplane.
Abel said he wants an eco-friendly one of one Twitwell NFT or just a special Discord role.
Son, I need to pull you aside and just tell you that when companies say, oh, it's eco friendly, it usually isn't.
You know what though? There's literally no such thing as eco-friendly in global capitalism
That's so true.
at all, ever. Period.
Son, I would say you need a communist NFT, but that's oxymoronic. Communism would never waste precious resources on something as useless as an NFT.
No. Oh my God,
Not
Hanan!
countered it! Oh,
She's
it's in the
too
rope, so
close to
it's
the
not going to matter.
ropes. Damn. Abel in chat said, I like buying the dip, especially if it's of the cheese variety.
Oh my god, Abel, we need to party together. All of us.
My mom's favorite dip is of the caramel variety.
Nice.
Mine is of the chocolate variety, although I do like cheese dip too. And spicy buffalo sauce is another really good dip too. And
Like
barbecue
Pig
too.
Bear.
I like barbecue as well. No, but for real though, when you buy the dip on like something stocky, like a stock or Bitcoin or some other kind of crypto or whatever, God, it just oh, it feels so good. Oh, Mina. Oh my God, the figure four. No, oh my, she did a figure four dragon screw. This woman is innovative as fuck.
Hell yeah, it's
This is
over.
it. The match is ending with this submission right here. Kirby in chat said people need to start wearing knee braces when facing Mina.
Mina is real Graps personified. I
Mina
said it.
is gonna spin her back. Yup, there it is. There it is. I called it. I called it. Oh, nice. You might have spun her prematurely there, Mina, because she's really close to that other rope now, hon. Lift the hips, hon. Lift the hips.
Singing the same thing, yeah.
Oh, she gave her. She got. That's it. Henon's getting to the ropes now. Fuck. Wait,
Maybe
no.
not.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Tap, tap, tap. There it is. Yeah. Mina's ring positioning there was so well done. The fact that she recognized how close Hanan was to getting to those ropes and rolled closer to some other ropes and then cranked with the hip lift. Oh, man, psychology. Oh, no wonder Mina's so good. She's the best.
Honestly, given that Tam's kind of been a bit insufferable, Mina might be taking her spot as one of the best wrestlers in Stardom, and if not the industry, just because of the things she does so fucking well.
Yeah.
She's likable, great presentation. It's a shame she keeps getting dicked over.
I love the way you said that.
I have this title. Can I build this reign and make it more meaningful? No, fuck you. And how dare you try?
You betrayed me by having ambition, even though I technically did the exact same thing to Mayu, but let's ignore that. Fuck you.
Do you think you get to have an identity? No.
You need to have an identitam.
Yes. You're fourth behind me and my better sycophants.
I feel like my laugh progressed there because I kept finding it funnier as I was laughing.
Nice.
Are we getting another Mirai match here today, by the way?
Probably. God knows she's been going through. Actually, no. Wait.
Oh, we already had
No,
a
what?
Mirai match. She was in a tag match earlier. That's right. Finally, she
Yeah.
gets a break.
All right. Now we're going to see Azumi versus Ano, and how dare Stardom do this to me because I love them both.
By the way, I don't know if you've seen this in Stardom social circles, but I've seen Mirai referred to a lot as Mid-Rai.
Oh, God. When the bread's doing better than you, I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, you mid-rye, it made me think of rye bread.
Oh, oh, wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, don't tell Kojima though.
Oh no, Azumi, holy shit, we're doing this.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
Oh, the next match is legit borderline skippable, honestly.
We could if you wanted. I don't give a shit.
I'm willing to. I don't like Shuri enough to be willing to watch a Natsuko match for her.
That means we get out of here earlier and we get to our YouTube content earlier. And plus, like I said, we've been in a great mood. I don't want to like sour the energy by staying on some listless fucking match. So
Let's just check the timestamp, and if it's under like 15 minutes, we'll watch it.
deal.
15 seconds, ready when you are?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Mariah May. Azumi needs to
Oh
win
yeah,
this
dude, we
match.
should skip this. It's 21-17.
Yeah, that's actually great news because I was hoping that it would be so that we could skip it. So yeah, we're just gonna skip straight to the last match, which I'm assuming is a Julia match.
No, dude, it's well, depending on your perspective, it's better than that. It's Tam versus fucking Hazuki.
Oh God, man! Even when Stardom does us dirty, they still know how to give us what we want sometimes.
If Hazuki beats the world champion today, Pop won't even begin to cover it.
Saori Ano,
The perfect
the
girlfriend.
perfect girlfriend, exactly.
God, she could not return any of my calls, and I would know that I was still privileged that I even got the number at all.
She's the one that Julia made bleed that one time. From the top of her head, remember? She had the cut in the top of her head and it was like rolling down the side of her face.
Yeah, you were really getting into her because she was kind of handing Julia her ass, and
Yeah.
I think they went to a
She
draw.
can't hear you, but I'll relay what you said. She was the one that was really handing Julia her ass, and you were really getting into her because of it. My mom said thank you.
Yeah.
He said yeah, like that with that tone. No,
My
this
tone is pretty
Azumi.
great.
This is Azumi. Actually, is the one that you just said recently on a show was really pretty. I think that was on the pay-per-view that we watched Saturday night. No, Hazuki's my favorite, and she's in the main event against Tam. She's the one with the hair, with the really pretty hair. No, it's just tough to learn faces and names and stuff, especially when it's in a language that isn't your native language. Kirby wants to know if he can spoiler the outcome to Shuri Natsuko. Feel free, as far as I'm concerned.
Hell yeah.
Spoiler party!
Ruining everything for everyone else because they should have watched it quicker. Fuck you.
She was the one that had the ponytail in and got hit so hard that she had to like take the ponytail out on the one show that we just watched recently. She's a high flyer. She's like a high speed. She is, I think, the longest reigning high speed champion of all time. Is that right, John? Am I missing it?
That should be correct, sir.
High speed championship. Cage match. Her reign was 458 days. Oh, Natsuki Taiyo held it for 679 days. She was the OG high speed champion in Stardom. Shoot, dude. If you were to watch Natsuki Taiyo, I think you would instantly become a fan.
Believe it. Did you see?
Because did you hear my mom?
No.
She said, "Oh, see, now I remember her because of Dingbat calling her AZM."
Yeah.
She called Mercedes Dingbat. Wow.
Your mom's great.
She really hates Mercedes with a
Well,
passion. Good call. Bro, I can't believe how much she hates Mercedes. It's wild to me.
yeah. Money.
Yeah. See, it gets me hype. I actually still like her. Even despite all the shit I give her, I still like her.
Well, you give her shit because you challenge her.
Look at how stubborn these two women are. Look at this. They're like, I have my left hand up. That means you have to raise your right hand. And the other one's just like, no, I won't. Azumi, yeah! Bro, you know I have to love someone for them to get me to root against Saoriano.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the line that Azumi has straight to my veins.
I was just like, you don't love me anymore? No. It's not that. It's just, I really, really love Azumi.
Yeah, I love them both. They're both wonderful. But Azumi and I have a special connection just because I feel like I've been watching her for so long. I feel like I've literally watched this girl grow up. Oh my god, the boot! One, I can't even imagine how Gala must feel because she's been watching Stardom since like 2016, 2017 ish.
Yeah.
Shit, like she's got two or 3 years on us. She's been seeing Azumi for even longer than we have. That wild swing for the axe kick by Ano, that was adorable. I love how she lifted her foot like she was going to do the axe kick, and then as Azumi rolled away, she just kind of gently, casually let her foot back down. Like,
yeah.
well, shit, I'm not going to land anything, so why would I put more effort into this? Guess I'll stand. Oh, the camel clutch by Azumi here. Bit odd. Azumi, I feel like, oh, she's doing humiliation spots. She's doing the fish hook on the nose. Wow, Azumi. This is so Mayu of you.
Yeah, what are you saying? You want to go to Stars?
Ew. Oh, what a PK.
Ugh.
Then you'd have to hang out with Koguma and Ida. Ew.
You're so much better than them.
You're not a part of the zoo. You're not a zookeeper.
Yeah, it's not zoo me.
Oh my god, you made it work. It could be.
Oh God, my talent.
I even said it the other day. Your creativity, man, your imagination is incredible.
Yeah. Thanks, PBS. Not really. Fuck Arthur. Not the
Did you
show.
watch
Just yeah,
Archer?
he was
Did you
better.
watch Arthur when you were young?
I did.
You
I
did?
have no problem.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have no problem with the show, so I want to clarify when I say fuck Arthur, I don't mean the show as a whole. I mean just the literal protagonist, Arthur. Stupid
Oh,
aardvark ass.
really?
Yeah.
Were there
Best
any
thing he did
characters on
was
the show that didn't suck? Because I've heard that his sister was also terrible.
oh no, the episode where he punched his sister, she had it coming. I'm like, the mom was all Arthur Elliott Reed, and it's like I never see you
His
discipline your
sister's
daughter
name
like
was
this.
WD, right?
Yeah.
I thought
Or
so.
DW. Flip it.
DW. Damn, I
Yeah.
had the letters right at least. That's so funny. But yeah, I've heard that his sister was truly awful. I've also heard that the sister character in was it what's that other there's another show where the sister character is just fucking awful. What's the show with the pigs?
Peppa Pig?
Yeah, this is was it Peppa Pig though? I don't remember.
I mean, probably. That's the only show I know with the pigs. It's like a kid
I don't
show.
remember for sure if it was the pigs though. I might be making that part up. I don't remember. I might even be just thinking of Arthur, honestly, because I remember there was this one episode that I remember seeing like a TikTok about how like it was no, you know what? It was a bunny rabbit. There was a bunny rabbit show. They were rabbits. They were rabbits, and the little boy rabbit was making like a mud pie, and his older sister was like, "Oh, our grandma's not gonna want that for her birthday," and she was like real bitchy about it, and she was like, "Oh, you need to go to the grocery store and get me these things," and he like just to get him out of the house basically, and he got back too quickly, and she was like, "Oh no, I also need these things just to get him out of the house again," and when he came back too quickly again, she was just like, "Okay, you need to just stay outside because I need the kitchen to myself to finish baking."
Wow.
I forget what was the fucking okay kids show featuring animated anim. Why can't I spell animated bunny characters? This one right here. Max and Ruby. It was Max and Ruby.
Oh, I actually do remember that show.
It was fucking Max and Ruby. Yeah, and I guess it was the Ruby character that was the bitch.
Damn.
Abel even knew it. Yeah, Abel even said Max and Ruby in chat. Yeah, apparently Ruby was just awful to Max. Like, Max was a little 3-year-old kid who didn't know any better, and Ruby treated him like he should have fucking known better.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Anno with the reversal to the Azumi sushi and then gets kicked out of. Oh boy, with a nope, backslide. I thought she was going to go for the bridge. Azumi with oh nope, reversed by Anno. Azumi reverses. Anno. Azumi. Double stomp into the pin. 1, 2. The delay on that pin might have been what cost Azumi the 3 count, honestly, because I think that might have caught Anno off guard enough that Azumi might have even been able to get a 3 out of it. Azumi Sushi, she got it. 1, 2. No.
While we're on the subject of going back to like Stardom voice, Kirby did say that Natsuko beat Shuri clean, and given that it was a clean win, almost bolsters to me that Natsuko
Natsuko's
is going
winning
to win the
the
Red
Red
Stars.
Stars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That was a beautiful Hurricane Rana that could have been a La Mystica if she wanted it to. What a buzzsaw. I love that Azumi's buzzsaw kicks feel almost flippant, you know?
Yeah.
Like Shuri's, it really does feel like she's trying to kick your face off. Azumi's, it almost feels like she's more trying to insult you, like fuck you. Like when Shuri does a buzzsaw kick, it's like a fuck you, but it's more of like a fuck you.
Right.
Whereas when Azumi's, it's like oh fuck you. One
Oh,
count
there you go.
on the German. God damn. I am loving Azumi's fighting spirit right now. Fuck.
Hell yeah, she refuses to lose.
What do we think of Blonde Zumi, by the way?
I dig it actually. I don't know what's going on with like the blonde trend in Stardom because Hanan did it and Ami did
Oh
it.
my god, another German. One, two. No, Azumi kicks out of that. Who else did it? Ami? Hazuki?
Ami, yeah. Which I'll be honest, maybe a bit of a controversial take because I never really like talking about Stardom appearances, but I actually prefer Ami's short hair and like the color that she had going there.
Oh, there's the flip
That's it.
pile driver.
It's gonna get another Azumi Sushi, and
Azumi
that's it.
Sushi. That is it. One, two, three. That is fucking it, baby.
Azumi doing very well for herself right now.
Dude, is there anyone in the company other than maybe Tamantha's overpowered ass right now that if she hits that combo on them, they would kick out?
I don't think so.
I don't either. Even Kamitani, I feel like she hits that on her. I still feel like it's three. She's beaten
Tommy better be
Shuri with
careful.
it. I think didn't she beat Utami with that exact combo last year in the 5-star?
Yeah, that's why Tommy needs to have it scouted again this year.
She just beat Ano with it. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know if she'd be able to hit Natsuko with it, honestly. Just the girth.
Yeah.
Great win by Azumi, though. Her first 2 points in the tournament, and she holds Ano down at 4. This Blue Stars block, man, is going to be a really close race, I think.
Yeah,
I
I
can
agree.
imagine a world where nobody gets more than like 12 points out of a possible 18. That match was awesome. Not like match of the year awesome, but just like, bell to bell, nonstop action greatness.
Yeah.
And Azumi winning, 2 big thumbs up on my end. I wish DBK was here to celebrate. He'd be so happy that Azumi just won.
Yeah, this is a big win for her. Especially because retroactively now, she's pinned one of the Goddesses champs. I know she wasn't at the time of this win, but something for Azumi to think about. She's never been a Goddesses champ.
Oh,
And
man.
now, because we're skipping Shodi Natsuko because we have sense, we're going to get right to our main event. Hazuki versus Tam.
Hazuki, tell me.
Bro, this match is going to fucking slap.
You goddamn right it is.
Please, Hazuki win. Please, Hazuki win.
Onegai!
15 seconds. I am ready when you are.
I am waiting for my shit to load. It is being very difficile.
All right.
Kirby, are you aware, since you are the one that mentioned earlier that Stardom's got the 60 FPS cameras now, do you know if the 60 FPS only works on 1080p, or if it is 60 FPS across the board, or if 60 FPS only counts on the HD, like that's 1080p and the 720p? Like, how does that work? Like, if I go to 720p, will it automatically default to 30 FPS?
Yeah, I'll wait for Kirby to answer your question there.
Thanks, bud. You ready to go?
I am.
3, 2, 1, go. Kirby doesn't know.
Okay.
Look at Natsuko Tora after beating Shuri clean, apparently, with the 6 points and the lead on the block over now even Poi.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hazuki! Sure would be nice if Hazuki got her first points against the red belt fucking champion.
Yes.
Actually, what's the timestamp on this? 24:40. A time limit draw would not upset me here. Ooh, Hazuki always looking beautiful, but that attire looks really neat. I like it. By the way, do you know about NXT's next big show?
No Mercy.
NXT?
Yeah, I know NXT has got the rights to like No Mercy. They can do that, but
Oh,
I think what before that is Heat Wave because I
Heat
did see
Wave is next
Wesley.
week. Yeah, and that's going to be Wes versus Mello.
Cool. Happy for Wes.
We're also getting Von Wagner versus Baron Corbin next week.
Interesting.
And I'm not sure if we're even getting a women's championship match, honestly. I have no clue.
Oof.
Maybe they'll do something to determine a number one contender. I'm not sure.
Boo.
Yawn for Tamantha. Feels good. Feels
Yeah.
apropos. Feels right. Got a couple of cookies from Burger King today, man. Those are pretty good. I got to tell you, they are. Maybe I overrated them a little bit at first, but I still think they're really good.
Nice. I will say when we get done here, I'll be fixing myself a little something to eat since we don't have to do games since we crushed it tonight already.
Hell yeah! We had such a good game night before this, folks. Our game nights have been really dragging us down lately. We have been really struggling, and now tonight we just crushed it.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. I don't really remember watching all that much kids programming when I was a kid. I know that when I was very young, like under 7, I would say, I watched like Barney the Dinosaur and Winnie the Pooh. But that's like the extent of it. I really don't remember watching much like actual kids like programming targeted towards children and only children. Like, would you say Pokemon is kids programming?
Um, to a point, but not like I think their rating was always young 7, right? So 7 and up. So like,
Right, yeah.
yeah.
So like yeah, like I was always more of like a Pooh Bear, Barney the Dinosaur kind of guy. I know that my cousins loved their like Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer and eventually Bob the Builder, which I literally could not even tolerate. So anytime it came on, I left the room. But you know, and Dora I could kind of tolerate. Blue's Clues I actually liked. I watched that with them. I had fun watching that with them. Um, but no, like as far as stuff that I actually watched on my own, it was literally when I was a little tiny baby kid and like a toddler basically, and then like 4, 5, 6 maybe. It was Barney the Dinosaur and Winnie the Pooh, and that was about it. But like even then, I watched Power Rangers when I was like 3, 4, 5. Like I was
Well,
right. And like the X-Men animated series and Spider-Man animated series and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series, like I was into all that stuff when I was really young. Like that shit all came out in the early 90s and I was born in 1990 and I was into all that shit while it was on TV.
nice.
That's wild. And then like by the time I was like 8, 9, 10, I was into like old school sitcoms like the Brady Bunch and Happy Days and the Wonder Years and shit like that. I had a weird childhood, man.
But it brought you here and it made you the beautiful person you are. So I think there's a lot to
Oh,
affirm
well,
in it.
that's nice of you to say. Oh, it's face wash time. Something tells me Tamantha won't have this.
Well, she's
Yeah,
going to
see,
accept it
yeah,
anyway.
see, that's what I'm saying. I figured, I knew she wouldn't have it. At least not yet. At least Hazuki avoided that. Nice. Yeah, that's Hazuki. Yeah, and there's the Tam cutter.
Damn. I wish Husky would have pushed her off.
Cartwheel knee drop. What did? Oh, kick to the chest, kick to the back, axe, kick to the back. Owie, that looked like it. Hoyt. You ever? Never mind. Let's just watch the show. Nice forearm by Hazuki.
Come on, Husky, you can do this.
Just don't let her win. Even if you can't win, just don't let her win. Be like Ant-Man in Quantumania. I don't have to win. We just both have to lose. Right, John?
Absolutely. Back and forth these two go now. Husky with the big forearms.
Oh, it's time for Hazuki to haul the fuck off. Come on, Hazuki. Yes. Nice. Half Nelson slam. Nice senton. She's going up top? No, she's not. Okay. Oh, she's got to do her fucking face wash, baby. Nice. We're going to get it anyway. Fuck you, Tamantha. All that pretty makeup on your face? Yeah, it's smeared now. How does that feel? Kirby Freeman in chat said, "Were you guys a Degrassi or a Degrassi fan or a South of Nowhere fan?"
Knew very little of Degrassi and South of Nowhere. Never even heard of that.
I admittedly tried tuning into Degrassi every now and then, but I never really got into it. Like I would occasionally just put it on just to see like what was up because it seemed like the cool new hip thing that teenagers are watching, but I was so young, I had no fucking clue what was going on and I very often lost interest. Cuz that actually was airing on I think Nickelodeon at one point.
Okay.
Degrassi? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that aired on Nickelodeon at one point. Actually, no, you know what? It wasn't. It wasn't Nickelodeon. It was one of either VH1 or MTV. And I watched those channels a lot growing up. I know you talk about how much you and your family love watching The Challenge. I literally watched the first season of The Challenge as it aired live on television.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like I never really got into the Real World or the Road Rules shows. I know I watched Real World. I think it was Austin. It was the season with Danny and Wes and Joanna, and I'm forgetting a lot of other names. You probably know who Wes is though from the challenge, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So he was that. I watched the season of the Real World that he was on live. I mean, it wasn't a
Oh,
live show, but you get the idea.
yes.
And then yeah, I watched all of the challenge seasons up. Like I watched all the way up to like Fresh Meat 2. I want to say pretty much.
Interesting. Oh, Tam,
Yeah, dude,
scaling the ropes there.
I always loved that shit. Like if you ever were like, "Hey Ashton, you want to rewatch some old challenge seasons?" I would. There's a really good chance that I would be like, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah. We might have to do that one night if we can't think of anything else to do.
But we have so much Yu-Gi-Oh backlog, and there's just so much else going on, honestly. Oh boy, Tamantha with the crossbody. Oh fuck! She literally landed on Hazuki's dome. Did she just crossbody Hazuki's hair on purpose?
We might have.
Jealousy? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I really want to destroy the best part of this woman. Oh, and there's the pump knee into the ropes. She's thinking German now and gets her. Pin 1, 2, and Hazuki kicks out.
Golden
Oh,
opportunity here for Hazuki.
Tiger? No. Be careful, Hazuki. She pinned Megan Bain with that move.
Yeah.
Reverse roundhouse. Jesus. Beautiful suplex there by Hazuki. According to Kirby, who says he loved South of Nowhere, that show was the best LGBTQ plus show ever produced by Nickelodeon.
Damn, well, you've kind of piqued my curiosity, Kirby. Not gonna lie to you.
South of Nowhere. Nice.
Oh, damn. They're both charging at each other. Pulp kick by Hazuki. What a kick.
Apparently, Kirby's not the only one that feels that way about its LGBTQ plus representation. It literally was nominated for GLAAD Media Awards for Outstanding Drama Series in 2006, 7, and 9.
Damn.
Right? Yeah, that's pretty impressive, all things considered. Clearly was kept out of certain hands that would have been problematic that we know worked at Nickelodeon around that time. Kirby said it got canceled. That's a real shame if it was that successful. Damn, how the hell? Did season 3 just not bring in the viewers like season 2? Excuse me. Why was South of Nowhere canceled? It seems like it's actually kind of similar to why like Netflix cancels shows nowadays that people love. They were trying to go after a younger fan base, and the show
Yeah.
seemed to connect more with more mature and older teens.
Yeah.
So they thought that the show just didn't fit the new direction that they wanted to go in. So they
Wow.
canceled it.
That blows.
Yeah.
Telling you, man. That's another thing we've sometimes talked about, like in our illusory talks, like, oh, if we were, billionaires, what would we do? I would seriously host a network whose sole purpose is picking up canceled shows. Because I mean, at this point, with how Netflix cancels shit, my network would be eating great.
Kirby said he was in high school. Yeah. I mean, you would be like an older teen then. I will also say, like, you mentioned if you had serious money, you'd have a network for canceled shows. I also just think like having a network for underrepresented people would be really nice
Yes.
because like we mentioned and Kirby mentioned how it was really good representation for LGBTQ plus people. Well, those people are getting a lot of representation these days in a lot of really bad ways.
Yeah.
Like, from what I understand, the new Snow White movie that's going to be coming out is pretty much just like a neoliberal girl boss fantasy
Yeah.
and like tries to minimize women who just embrace their femininity and want to be, I guess, in love and you know that kind of thing. I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah, like,
Yeah.
not all representation is done well, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And rainbow capitalism is a huge problem, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh
Oh,
my
nice pin by
god.
Husky.
Look at Hazuki with a Hazuki stroll. 2 count though. I think that was supposed to be a Violet shooting, but I'm not even 100% sure. This is definitely going to be one. Yeah. She picked her up so she could hit her in the back of the head with one. Damn. Hazuki's poor ponytail is so close to falling out. I think Tam literally wants to Violet shooting her ponytail out. 1, 2. Oh, and Hazuki gets the shoulder up. That was so close. Oh, the ref tapped Hazuki on the head and was like, hey, you alright? That was so cute. Oh,
Husky could be thinking Violet
Tamantha.
Screwdriver.
Yeah, Tam's thinking Violet Screwdriver here. Hazuki's got to do something. Escape, land on your feet, anything. Oh, fuck, that's it.
Oh, wow. Left a little late to count.
That's
No,
it.
that just did. Fuck. I had hope for a split second that Husky might kick out, and Tam's like, no.
No. Nobody kicks out of the Violet Screwdriver except for very, very, very rare exceptions in like world title matches where it's too early for them to not kick out. Is that? Wait, who is that? Oh, it's Yuna. It's Yuna with Tam.
And Stardom X Stardom hadn't happened yet. I kind of hope Megasis comes out and attacks Tam again.
That would be pretty glorious.
Fuck you, Tam.
Yeah. God, how glorious would it be to have enough money to have your own TV network and revive Lucha Underground?
Oh, who wants to go camping?
Chris Roach, welcome back into your head writer position. Let's just forget that anyone else was ever here.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez, we're happy to have you back. You can continue directing the whole thing, please.
We read these really great ideas for season 5. Is it possible we could get $200,000 for our budget? $200,000 extra, that is, for our budget. Oh, absolutely. Just take it.
What are the ideas, actually?
Yeah.
As
Give
long
us
as
that
they're not
insider knowledge.
absolute shit, you're probably getting approved.
Yeah. And then
Like,
we
you
read the
know,
script.
giving Jake Hager the world title. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
Probably to Joseph the more time goes by.
Yeah, 100%. And he was the head writer, so there you fucking go.
He shares my views, therefore he'll be a great world champion.
Samantha. God, is it bad that I don't even like to see her smile anymore?
Wow.
It just, her happiness feels, I feel like it brings so many other people pain. And in this specific instance, it brought Hazuki pain. And that brings me pain. Because I love Hazuki and I want her to be happy because I want her to get everything.
Yes.
My face gets ugly in the summer because of sweat, she says. Tam, we know you're only saying that to get everyone to be like, no, you're beautiful. Shut the fuck up. You compliment fishing ass. We have just begun. We have a lot of hard and painful things waiting for us ahead. Oh, really now? Hard and painful things like, oh, kicking out of an F5 and then winning with your secondary finisher? Is that the hard and painful things that are waiting for you ahead, Tamantha?
Yes.
Kirby, I really need to just emphasize Sakurai will never surpass anyone until she gains talent.
Yes, this is true.
She's too much of a shitter for me to rank her above anyone. Who did I compare to Ethan Page the other day? Yoshihashi, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're both more talented than Mai Sakurai. Although to be fair, honestly, Sakurai and Yoshihashi might be meant to be together.
Yes.
Although I think Yoshihashi is like a decade older than her. So that's a little weird. Because isn't Sakurai like 32, 33?
That sounds about right.
She's 32, but she'll be 33 in like a month. Yeah, Yoshihashi, I know this is weird because he's literally never done anything of note, but he's 41 years old.
Wow.
That was such a perfect reaction. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just, just wow. God, you're beautiful.
Thanks.
Oh man, I hope Tam gets jealous of me calling someone else beautiful in front of her.
You can literally hear the twitch happening in real time.
Yes. Mission accomplished.
Cosmic, uh, uh, what is happening? Fuck you, Tam.
The anime noises. Are we ready to go home? Are we intentionally waiting because we think Megasis is going to show up and beat the fuck
You know
out
what?
of her or
Megasis
something?
isn't going to attack, but I am closing out of this. I'm not looking at your face anymore, Tam. We're leaving.
Look at your
Guys,
adorable puffy cheeks.
yeah. Guys, thank you for joining us. Be sure to leave a like as you file out, subscribe, click the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss any of that too. Wow, goodness. Check out everything we're involved in the description box. Follow us on Twitter and Twitch because we are the best wrestling podcast in all the IWC. And we're going to be back with more Stardom content tomorrow at 5 p.m. And I just opened up the schedule so I can confirm that. It's going to be the August 8th show live reactions. It's going to be
Ooh.
fucking great because we're doing it. And it's Stardom, the
Ooh.
best wrestling product we currently watch because
Ooh.
the industry is the pits right
In the
now.
mud.
Yes. So be sure to join us for all of that. And until then, be good to yourselves and each other. Tune in and peace out.
Good night, Abel. You're wonderful.
Yes.